Today we're doing the artist's guide to using color. I'm going to steal this. So I can read to you from the jacket as we flip through. Get into it though. We've got the table of contents, getting started, color basics, putting colors to work, painting with a limited palette, color strategies, painting with a full palette, color strategies 2, advanced painting methods, and then color strategies 3. So that's what we're going through. And then here we go, part 1, getting started. I'm going to read to you from the jacket. It says, do you want to master the different ways of using color, techniques that will enrich your oil, watercolor, or acrylic paintings? You can, and here Weldon Blake shows you how. Blake begins with the premise that color is logical, and color sense can be learned and developed. You learn logical ways to plan a harmonious color scheme to enhance your composition, and how to use color to create a convincing sense of space, light, and atmosphere. And you'll learn all of this through a practical, step-by-step approach, an approach that you can use in your own painting. Here we're going through watercolor, acrylic charts, into values. Continuing from the jacket, after a brief review of the materials and the equipment needed for the techniques presented here, you'll move right into the basics you need for the job. Practical definitions of color terms, how to use the color wheel as a tool in planning your paintings, how to test and get to know the behaviors of colors on your palette, how to mix colors, how to make the most effective use of value, intensity, key, and contrast. Next, you'll learn to compose and create space with color, how to render the colors of light and weather, and how to convey the unique color effects of various times of day. Each of these techniques is illustrated by 17 step-by-step demonstrations working with limited palettes, full palettes, and advanced techniques such as the underpainting and knife painting. You'll also take a look at 50 paintings by contemporary artists, showing how they've used these techniques in their paintings. This book gives you everything you need to know to make effective and creative use of color in all of your paintings. So, we're right in it, step by step. So many demos. You really see how everything gets built up. I love how it tackles a couple different mediums as well. Often you'll just see one in a book, but so often there there's always overlaps in art. Of course, every material is going to handle differently, but your absolute basics are going to be the same. The theories are the same, even though the materials get you to that place in a different manner. I think it's neat that it tackles multiple materials in one go. And there's just so many fantastic pieces in here as well. I love how they include a whole range from the highly detailed to the more impressionistic. And I think covering multiple materials also helps emphasize the differences. So let's just keep going here though. We're about halfway through. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. And if you like this kind of thing, if you'd like to see some other art and get inspired, or see what other people do and various art techniques, that's what we do here. flip through all sorts of art books. So if you're digging this, you should definitely subscribe. There's plenty more where this came from. And, it's nice to be able to flip through these books, but sometimes you just want to have a copy in hand. So if I can find links, I will definitely include them in the description and pick up a copy of this on your own. For me, nothing beats actually having it in hand. But maybe this is the next best thing. We're getting towards the end here. And if you're still here and haven't subscribed, just go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Maybe hit the like while you're at it. I'd appreciate it. The more of you who do, the easier it is going to be for me to do more of these. Okay, that about wraps it up. Thank you again for coming today. I'll see you on the next one.